radio at checkout. Blindster.com.
It's time for Black Houses Matter with Cook County Treasurer Maria Pappas on the Talk of Chicago, 1690 WVON.
Hoo-ha! Hey, 773-591-1690. Red roses too. David Gordon and Pappas.
I see them bloom. Good morning, Chicago.
You and I think to myself. Yes, it is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful world.
Yes.
Yeah. We are here. We want you to call 773-591-1690. WVON listeners. We are here this morning with David Gordon, and his bow tie has ducks on it. Ducks! Yellow ducks on his bow tie. Get this. We're killing it on this show. We are up to $133 million we have given back. We have given back in the African-American community. We were going to have a party at $100 million a couple months ago, and we already got to $133 million.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so maybe, why don't we have a party when we get to $150 million?
That sounds good.
Or maybe by Christmas we'll be at $200 million, and if we're $200 million on the first Friday of December, between 5 and 7, anybody who's got money, come to the Christmas party at the Cook County Treasurer's Office at 118 North Clark, room 112, and we will have a sing-along together. We will sing along together. We'll sing Silent Night.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 200 million.
And a partridge in a
pear
tree. Ooh-ah. Hey, guys, look at this. I've got a turn into Facebook Live. This is the site. cookcountytreasure.com. Get to the purple box. If you don't have time to call us at 773-591-1690, you can call for anyone, yourself or any relative or friend or parishioner or anybody at all that you know. Just put in the address, and you can find out whether or not, going back 4 years, you are missing a homeowner's, a senior, or a senior freeze exemption. David, quickly, what's a homeowner's exemption?
A homeowner's exemption is for you homeowners out there who have owned your property for a year or more as of January 1st, and you will get a reduction in the taxes.
Of about $500 a year, going back 4 years. 4 years,
Yes.
That's $2,000. Yeah, and what's a senior citizen exemption?
A senior citizen exemption is for you seniors out there, you silver-haired seniors.
Yeah, silvered hair.
65 and older. Once you reach the age of 65 and you've owned your home, you do qualify for your senior exemption.
And senior citizen freeze.
The senior freeze is for you seniors out there who have owned your property, you're 65, and your income is a little low, like below $65,000 a year. You qualify for the senior freeze deduction.
Yeah, so you can go 773-591-1690. You don't have a computer. We'll look it up right now. If you can't get to figure out how to do the forms, we'll send Manny or Steve out to your house to help you with that. But we are at $133 million. We are trying to hit $200 million by Christmas, $200 million by Christmas. So get this. We do with Channel 7 a phone bank with Samantha Chapman. And in honor of Juneteenth, we are doing on June 15th another phone bank. So if you want, we'll be doing it from the office. On that day, you can call 312-603-5105 between 10 and 4. Am I correct? Or is it 11 and 4?
11 to 4.
Okay, 11 to 4 on June 15th. A phone bank on Channel 7 with Samantha Chapman, and that is 312-603-5105. 5105. So now some good news. Get this.
What's the good news for today? We could use some.
Yeah, we need good news. So listen to this. You know, there's certain things in your life that you just don't like, even if you're a well-adjusted person. I hate mosquitoes.
Ooh, you and me both.
Yeah. So get this. They just researched what mosquitoes don't like. And they don't like green, purple, blue, and white clothing. but they love red, orange, and black clothing. So listen up. If you don't want to get bitten by a mosquito, wear red, orange, or black.
All right.
No. I said that the wrong way. If you want to get bitten by a mosquito, wear red, orange, or black. And if you don't want to get bitten by a mosquito, wear green, purple, blue, or white. How about that?
Hey, all righty. That sounds good to me. Got my protective white on here.
David's got blue and white on. No
Yes.
mosquitoes at WVON today. Get this. Senior citizens and senior citizens in nursing homes come to life when people bring puppies in. The research shows that once puppies come in and people can pet the puppies and the puppies lick people's faces, people are less depressed, less stressed, and less lonely.
Oh.
Bring on the puppies.
Bring them on. Oh, give the seniors a puppy.
Monday morning, everybody in my office is depressed, stressed, and lonely. Hey, senior staff, get some puppies in the treasurer's office. Yeah, put them on the counter. When people walk in to complain, we can have them pet a puppy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, get this. So Craigslist. On Craigslist, somebody says, I want to sell my grandmother's couch because I don't like it. It's like an ugly couch and it has plastic covers. So they put it on Craigslist and this lady buys it for a couple $100. And she keeps looking at this couch after she gets it at her house and it looks like weird. It looks like the middle cushion is puffy. So she can't get it to go down, so she opens it up and she finds in the
What'd she
middle of the
find?
couch. Guess what she finds?
What'd she find?
$36,000 in cold hard cash in the couch. You know what she did?
What did she do?
She called the couple up that got the couch from the grandmother and gave him the couch back and gave him the 36 grand back.
What? Wow. That,
Say what?
Yeah, say what is right, would
yes.
you? Yeah.
I would've
bet
gave the couch back.
95% of the people I know would have kept that couch. I don't know anybody who'd give the couch and the 36 grand back. huh?
Right.
So this
right.
couple was like shocked. Here they got the grandmother left them this couch and it had all this money in it. She was stashing money in the couch. Yeah. All right, let's move on here. Yeah. So listen to this one. There is a shelter that's trying to get people to take dogs because they have like too many dogs in this shelter. So they get a pair of chihuahuas in, and these chihuahuas are like inseparable. They will not stay away from each other. They lick each other, they hug each other, they sleep on top of each other. So the shelter comes up with a marketing idea. They dress the two dogs in wedding gowns. Now, one has on a wedding gown, the other chihuahua has on a tuxedo. They create a wedding church and they marry the dogs. And they put out a video on the internet so somebody will feel sorry for these two dogs who are named Peanut and Chestnut. Peanut and Chestnut, the two nutty dogs, right? So somebody will come in and adopt these two married chihuahuas. And you know what? Nobody showed up.
Nobody showed
Nobody
up.
showed up.
Wow.
No.
Interesting.
Yeah. So if you want to adopt a couple of chihuahuas who are now married, go to the internet and look up Peanut and Chestnut. And finally, Iceland.
What's going on in Iceland?
In Iceland, people go there to see, you know, all kinds of glaciers and fun things involving ice and swimming in like weird spas with ice and salt. And
Yes.
I've been to Iceland. It's kind of it's different, you know. It's kind of different.
Is it nice?
I wouldn't go there again. I'd rather go to Greece or some hot Greek island,
Yes.
jump around on the boat. But in Iceland, get this. So many people go there. They found out that 41% of the people check their emails 1 to 4 times a day, or 14% of the people check their emails 5 to 6 times a day. Really?
Yeah.
I check mine every 2 seconds.
Yeah. Same
What about
here.
you? Huh?
Same here.
While you're
yes.
working, David?
Well, not while I'm working, but every chance I get.
So get this. Iceland Tourist Organization comes up with a new thing for Iceland, and they want people to just chill and relax on their vacations. So they create a giant size keyboard, like 8 feet long. And when you get off the plane, you register your email to this keyboard. So now you do not have access to your emails while you're in Iceland, which usually people go for 3 or 4 days because after 3 or 4 days you can see everything.
Right.
But they bring a white horse out who trots on this keyboard. So your emails get answered by this horse who's pounding on this keyboard, but what the horse sends back makes no sense. It's like 1s and 3s and 4s and A's and C's and D's. So you get the feeling that your emails were answered, but in fact, a horse answered them, and then you go home less stressed. What a way to market. I could think of a lot of ways to market things better than that. We're moving on here. We are moving on. We've got our phone bank on June 15th. You can call that day 312-603-5105, but we have a former winner from the phone bank, Walter Jackson, on the line. Hey, Walter. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Walter, how are
Hello.
you?
Hi, Mr. Jackson.
I'm quite well, and yourself? Hello.
Oh, I'm always good. I'm always good.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Grand.
So you live on South Carpenter. Can we shut that door?
Yes.
You live on
Yes,
South.
I do.
Yeah, you live on South Carpenter, and it looks to me like you called our last phone bank in December. Is that correct? You called Channel
Yes,
7?
I did.
Yeah. And can you tell the listening audience who's going to have the opportunity to call the phone bank again on June 15th, what happened?
Well, I called the same phone bank, and I spoke with a young lady. I believe her name was Mary Ellen or Mary Ann, and she had to do some research after I gave her my information, and she called me back, and then we discussed everything. She said that I qualified for the homeowner's exemption, and she said that I also qualified for 4 years past, and that was quite wonderful to hear. And then she sent out the paperwork. I filled the paperwork out, and rather than mail it, I took it downtown to the treasurer's office, and we filled out
Who helped you at the counter?
I'm not really sure. It
Were
was. Go ahead.
Were they nice?
Oh yes, they were real nice. They were real helpful. They filled out the paperwork with no problems at all, and everything went smooth. And about a month later, or a month or two later, I started receiving checks, and it was a wonderful thing.
So do you know the total amount you got?
It was in excess of $3,100.
Yeah. So
Yes,
listen up, VON listeners. Walter, how old are you?
I am 64.
He's 64. He's not a senior yet, so he can't get the senior exemption. But what kind of work did you do, Walter, or do you do?
Now, ironically, I retired from the city of Chicago, and now I'm a blueberry farmer.
How cool. Do you know how much I love blueberries? I even buy blueberries and freeze them.
Yes, you
Wait,
can.
no,
Yes,
wait,
you
now
can,
this, I got to
yeah.
hear this. Where are you farming blueberries?
Well, I farm blueberries around the lake in the town named Colbert, Michigan. I basically have about a 20-acre crop, and I harvest around the first week of July. I start harvesting in here in about another month.
Well, this sounds more interesting than getting $3,000 back. How'd
It
you figure
does.
out to become a blueberry farmer?
Yeah.
Well, my sister was a blueberry farmer since the early 80s, and I used to assist her quite frequently during my days off and summers off. And it was a great place to take my sons when they were growing up, and I could take them there, and they wouldn't have a problem with running around her farm. And as I got close to retirement, my sister called me and said there was a farm for sale. And I went up to investigate, and after I investigated, me and the owner hit it off, and I wound up making a deal, and now I'm a blueberry farmer.
And you own these 20 acres?
Well, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Actually, I own quite a bit more. I just have 20 acres of crop, but I own.
You're a man ahead of
roughly-
your time. You got out of
Yes.
Chicago, you got 20 acres of land plus some, and you're doing blueberries, and you kept your kids off the street. That's pretty good, Walter.
Yes.
Well,
Congratulations. Walter.
I still live in Chicago.
Well, tell
and,
me about that. What's that like, going between Michigan and Chicago?
Well, actually, it's quite nice because what happens is I wind up spending the cold, wintry here in, they're in Chicago, and I come up for the summers because the summers are pretty nice up here. I mean, it's hot during the day and then real cool at night, and we're just on the other side of the lake, so we wind up getting all the good weather. Or
Okay.
not so good weather also.
So on July 1st, or on around July 1st, you start harvesting. Is that correct?
Actually, like the 5th of July, right after the 4th of July.
Okay. On the 5th of July, you've already been in Michigan for a couple of days, 3 days, 4 days, or however
yeah,
long you're
yeah.
there. Okay. So now
Yeah.
it's time to harvest. What do you do?
Well, initially we hire hand pickers because not all the fruit is ripe all the fruit doesn't ripen at the same time. So we hire hand pickers, and they pick the ripe fruit for that phase, and then after they pick
How many
then we
pounds
wait
do you,
for-
wait, hold on a second. I got to understand this. I don't know anything about blueberries
Me
except
neither.
how to eat them. This is really fun. So
Okay.
how many pounds do the hand pickers pick?
They average, they average almost 100 pounds in a day, depending on how many workers we have
You mean a group of workers or per person?
per person. Yeah.
You mean if I wanted to come up there, I could haul out 100 pounds of blueberries for you on July 6th if I really got moving?
Well, you might not, because initially you might get, close to it, but yeah, you might.
You got to
not.
know what you're doing, huh?
Yeah. It's once you get the hang of it, it goes pretty smoothly. But until then, it's kind of monotonous. You kind of have a few difficulties there.
You wear plastic
But
gloves?
No, you really don't need them. I mean, the fruit hangs almost like grapes do. The fruit hangs like grapes, and you can reach in the bush and grab a handful and throw them in your bucket. And,
So let me get this straight now. We got a retired City of Chicago worker. How many kids do you have?
I have, I have 4 sons and 2 daughters, but one of my sons passed away several years ago, just prior to me retiring, and that actually was one of the motivating factors in me retiring. So,
You want to talk about that?
That's a little bit. I mean, he passed away of a blood clot, pulmonary embolism. He
So it
walked
was
into
sudden.
a grocery store.
Sudden.
Yeah, so he went shopping, walked into a grocery store, and didn't make it out. So, yeah, but yeah. But
So
he go ahead.
So you somehow or another decided what's kind of more important in life, and you say, I'm retiring and I'm going to just chill.
Yeah, it started to be feeling like I was a hamster in a cage, in the wheel, and it was time to go. It was in excess of 30 years, so
Ooh.
it was time to go.
What about the other 3 sons and the 2 daughters? What are they doing?
My oldest is in law school right now in Arizona. My other son, who is actually the one that passed away, and this one is they were twins, and the one he's now in a management training program. Oh no, wait a minute, he just changed jobs. Now he's selling insurance, life insurance, and then one of the daughters is selling life insurance, and the other one, she just got another job, and I'm not really sure what it was. I know, but I forget. She'll kill me if she knows about this. And then my other son, he is a baker.
Wow, what kind of baker?
He bakes donuts. and pastry.
Nice.
Really? Did he go to pastry school?
No, actually, he's pretty much doing that as an on-the-job training thing. But yeah,
How about that? So you did pretty good with all these kids. How many grandkids are there here?
well, actually, there are none at this particular time.
Boy, are you lucky.
Mhm.
You only got 5 kids to split this money up with. Most of the people come on end up giving it to their grandkids too.
Yes.
How about that?
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I don't have any grandkids as of yet.
You married?
No, I'm not. Not at this time.
Well, you're doing good. You don't have to split it up with your wife either. That's pretty good. So let me ask you something. You got only 5 kids, no wife, no grandkids. So, who's going to get all this money? What are you going to do with it?
Well,
Or what did you do with it since it came a
Yes.
few months ago?
I pretty much, got caught up on some extra bills, some things that were hanging out there, which was quite relieving. I mean, the COVID thing, put a big hamper on a lot of things and kind of stopped things. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I did. Just got caught up on life again, and like I say, I'm a farmer, so I'm enjoying it. I really am enjoying the life, So, just being, having my time be my time, and work in the field, and
You sound like you sound like a religious guy, like a guy who's found the meaning of life, dealing with
Yes.
these blueberries and being in the wilderness and seeing the sky and riding on the lake and just having just like
Enjoying
pretty
life.
much that's what's going on. It's a peaceful existence. It's you and nature. The funniest thing is I have deer that'll poke their head out of the wooded area and look at me and see me cutting grass, with my tractor.
Did you
And,
ever wonder something? I'm telling you, at the weirdest times, like a bunny runs across your path, or the weirdest time, like a deer shows up. Do you ever wonder if that's really some person who's died that's showing up or something, or is that really an animal? Did you ever think that?
Yes, that has crossed my
How
mind.
about
I'm like, who is this bunny?
'cause-
Right?
Right, because they kind of look at you like, what are you doing here?
Exactly.
Yes.
Well,
And
who
people,
are you?
yeah, and people are afraid to talk about the fact that these bunnies and deer and pigeons and different kinds of ducks that show up, they really say, because they come out of nowhere, you know what? Is this like somebody who was in my life previously? And they look you right in the eye. You know that
They
expression?
truly do. They truly do.
Yeah, like deer in headlights,
Yes.
that expression, deer in headlights,
Yes.
right?
Right, yeah.
Now you got a rabbit looking at you and twitching up its nose. I'm like, seriously?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, this is very true.
Uh-huh. So
Yeah.
you spend it on bills. Let me ask you something. Who do you sell these blueberries to?
We have processors that we sell to, and then if people want to come up and hand pick, they can buy it. And then also, I sell boxes to, people for, like door to door or something. Boxes, like 5-pound boxes for
Well,
like $20.
listen. You're not getting off this show without telling me how to get a hold of you, because I'm coming up there to get some blueberries. Yeah, Walter.
All right.
Okay.
How do I figure it out? Tell WVON how to come to Michigan and get blueberries.
Yes, you can go to JacksonFamilyFarmBlueberries.com.
JacksonFamilyFarmsBlueberry.com. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Walter, let me tell you
Fresh
something.
blueberries.
You, me, and Louie, and rabbits, and deer, and birds, and pigeons. It is a wonderful world. This is a pleasure
Yes.
to interview you. I'm glad you were listening to Channel 7 and Samantha Chapman and our phone bank. Tune back in on June 15th to 312. And I think to myself, it is a wonderful world, Walter.
Yes.
God bless you,
Yes.
you
God
and your
bless
5
you,
kids.
Walter.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yes,
And the next
thank
time
you,
the deer
Lois.
comes, looks up at you when you're cutting the grass, tell him, Maria Pappas and David Gordon said, hello, dear.
Yeah.
All right, I'm coming to Michigan. I'll see you sometime in July, and that's for real.
All right, I'll see you then.
All right.
Okay.
Have a great day,
And
Walter.
shaking hands. And how do you do? They really saying, I love you. I love you, VON listeners. Tune in next Monday at 11:30.
Love you,
See soon.
Chicago.
Yeah, killing it, killing it.
The talk of Chicago and the voice of the nation. 1690 WVON, Berwyn, Chicago.
You as it takes 2 eyes to make a pair. Brother, we can't quit until we get out here.
I'm Vanessa Tyler with Mike Stevens on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
I'm Tanita with Your Health Matters. Feel